Romans 8:37. Yet in all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. So just remember, no matter what you're going through, God can conquer all. Good morning, everyone. It's Miss May here, One Fab Teacher. If you're new, welcome. This morning I'm headed into work. We have been back since last Friday was our first day. Tell me about it, starting on a Friday. Woohoo! I was gonna vlog last Friday, but I will admit, y'all, the attitude was not cute after I was watching it and replaying it. So I was like, I need to just rest, relax, get my mind right, and start Monday off right. So let's first talk about what's going on with my situation. So to make a long, drawn out story short, at first I was teaching just virtually, but now I found out yesterday that I will be merging. Actually, everyone in my first grade team will be merging, which means we'll teach some virtually and some in the classroom face to face, but it's going to be together. So how did I feel about that? Not happy, but it is what it is. I just have to give, I just have to trust in Jesus. I have to give it to Jesus and just trust that he has a plan. So with that said, I will have 13 kids as of right now in my classroom, social distanced, and then 8 online. My classroom is pretty much done. I just need to touch up the little piddle things, and I should be done. I do want to rearrange like my rug and tables and stuff, but I'm gonna show you a sneak peek. I'm gonna just show you guys bits and pieces today, and then I'll show you some more later in next week, and then do like a mini classroom reveal. I won't do a whole one because just for the privacy purposes and where I'm at, I would feel more comfortable just showing you guys a little bit of a reveal. You'll get the gist, okay? So anyway, this video is all about virtual. Well, actually, I wonder if I should just do the video in my classroom so I can talk to you guys. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take you guys to the classroom and just kind of chit chat with you guys about what I want to chit chat about, and then show you a little bit of my room. So I'll be back in 2 and 2. Okay, love, so I am back. This is one part of my classroom. I have where it says every year for I don't know how long, I've always had it say a happy place when entering to my classroom, whether it be in the door, on the board, somewhere you would always see a happy place, and that's always been how it is for me. So I always, well, not always, but for about the last 5 years, I've done the triple bordette border, this right here. And I just change the colors each year, but I do the triple bordette border. I just get it from the teacher store. That's pretty much basically what I spend most of my money on, is the border. But I got like 6 rolls or 12 rolls for like 20 bucks. So it's fairly cheap, I will say. So let's get a little bit closer. Excuse the mess. This is all going to be moved. I'm going to rearrange, but I just kind of want to give y'all a little peek. But this is how many days we've been in school. That's a freebie in my store. If you're looking for something quick, it's a freebie because we count the number of days in school in first grade. You know, I have to have melon heads in my classroom. They are my jam. This is my calendar. We count the number of days, and then we talk about the number of the day of school, talk about the days of the week real quick and all that good jazz. And then these green little pockets, they just store, like this stores my money, my straws. Down here, I I can't remember what I put in there. I know it will come once I start taking more stuff out. But that's nice and handy, keeps everything nice and neat. We have our number bond here with our little dots. And then the pig here is super cute. I can't remember where I got it, but I got it off of TPT. I'll put a link if I find it, guys. But we just save our money with the pig. The pig, we save our money. It's very cute. Then here we have our hundreds chart. We talk about hundreds, tens, and ones. The kids get really excited once we get to the hundreds. But this is just a little sneak peek. I have my little easel. This stuff here, don't mind, y'all. Don't mind this. This is going to be moved to a different area in my classroom. All right, loves, here is the happy birthday section right above my windows. So each month, and then I plan to put their birthdays at the bottom. You can find this in my teacher store. Okay guys, so on to the video about what this really is truly about. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of what's going on in my classroom, but I also wanted to talk about virtual classroom expectations. What you're expecting in your classroom, what I feel like you should expect in your classroom out the gate when you're teaching virtually. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I'm teaching face-to-face and virtually, so this is very important because my kids that will be live at home will see the kids here in the classroom. So we have to make sure those expectations are appropriate and that are purposeful for our learning to be great. So I have 5 virtual classroom expectations, 5. So number 1, attire, clothing attire. So what are you expecting your kids to wear when they're learning virtually? Can they wear pajamas? Do you want them in just normal regular clothes? That's a decision that you have to make as a teacher. For me personally, I really want the virtual kids to feel like they're truly part of the classroom. I want them to be in appropriate attire. If they can, I would love to see them in just regular everyday clothes like they would wear to school. Just so they feel like they're, you know, I don't know, just to it's kind of like us, you know, when you stay home for so long and you just put on pajamas or you just leave your jammies on all the time, it's just kind of versus if you put on fresh new clothes and you're acting like you're going somewhere, that's like a totally different story. So here's the deal. What I think you should do is I would definitely have some type of attire, or maybe they can wear pajamas. If it was all virtually, I would say, yeah, let's wear pajamas, you know. But for me, with me having 2 different situations, I want my kids to really just put on some fresh, you know, clothes, t-shirt, pants. You know, typically we'll just see them from here to here like you're seeing me, but I really want them to have some type of clothing material on that really isn't pajamas. Okay, that's number 1. I wrote these down, guys. Number 2, I want them to create a quiet space where there are no distractions. I would encourage parents to like start creating those cozy places, that cozy spot in their home where they can learn and feel successful as they're learning. I also would mention like having headphones for their students because it's easier for them to hear. There's, you know, they get less distracted with background noise if there's headphones on. So I would definitely explain to parents, you know, make this fun for them, make this exciting for them too. Find a cozy place. I don't care if you're in your closet, as long as you're not distracted, as long as you are able to work and you're not distracting yourself or those that are face to face with me in my situation. So find a good cozy sorry guys, find a good cozy learning environment. That's number 2. Okay, number 3, I'm expecting no eating or drinking while we are learning, because we are going to be live. Everyone is seeing you. If you need to participate in class discussions, nobody wants to see food in your mouth while you're trying to explain something, or we don't really have time for you to wait while you're sitting there chewing up your food or whatever you're eating to answer a question. Nobody has time for that. We have to, you know, we have to be on it. We have to be on it. So I'm going to talk to my parents about, You know, I don't mind if they have something to drink far, you know, like away from them. If they need to take a quick drink of water, I'm okay with that. But the food, the eating like a bowl of cereal, the eating a sandwich while I'm, you know, listening to Miss May in a mini lesson, that ain't cute. So I would definitely talk about, and plus, when you have all this stuff, all those types of things, you know, food crumbs can get on the keyboard, a drink could accidentally spill on the keyboard, and then boom, that's a bummer. Laptop doesn't work, we can't connect, that's a problem. So I would definitely set the expectation of no food or drink around their learning area, okay? All right, number 4, other devices. I know in this day and age, a lot of kids have their own personal devices. My niece and nephews do. They have their own personal cell phones. So I know kids have phones, laptops, other laptops, iPads, all that kind of, Kindles, all that kind of stuff. I'm expecting no other devices like that around when we are learning and I'm teaching them live. I don't want any devices around, okay? I don't want that distraction. The focus is me, them, and the laptop. That's the expectation. And number 5, the last one. I want my kids, the expectation is I want them to be ready to learn, be excited for learning, a positive attitude, ready to go. I want them excited for what we are learning for that particular day. Be ready, have materials there around. That's why when parents are setting up the kids' learning environment, their space where they will be at most of the time when they are learning, to make sure they have all their materials and all their things ready. So when we go on live, boom, we are ready to learn. So a good thing that you could do is just tell your parents to prep everything the night before, make sure everything is neat and good, and then there's no stress or worries when they wake up the next day, okay? So those were my five virtual expectations. Before I go, I want to say, I know some of you have started with virtual learning, face-to-face, maybe doing both or hybrid, whatever you're doing, in the comment section below. If you could just tell me if you've started, if not, when do you start? Are you teaching face-to-face, virtual? Let's just kind of encourage each other, you know. Let's just encourage each other about what's going on in our spaces. I'm not gonna lie, am I happy about my situation? No, I'm not. Would I rather just have all my kids here? Yes, but I also want to be safe. Safety is first for me before any of all this that goes on in here. But it is what it is, because that's the world that we're living in right now. They want kids in schools, so it is what it is. I have to do what I gotta do, but we will get through this regardless. And always remember, guys, like, it's okay to cry. It's okay. Like, I drove home last night and I was crying because I was just so frustrated. I wasn't sad, I was more frustrated than anything. But just give yourself that grace, because I woke up this morning and I felt much better. Am I still kind of about certain things? Yes, I am, but I feel better than I did yesterday when I left work. So give yourself grace. Understand that this is trial and error. This is just a trying time altogether. Give your parents that you work with grace. Give yourself grace. Give your students grace. And most of all, give you and your colleagues grace too. So as always, guys, don't forget to always pray, because God will truly make a way. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye.